Good afternoon, students. Now, your new topic is public nutrition and health. So, first of all, in class 11th, you already studied the basic concept of nutrition and health, physical fitness and wellness. You must be aware of importance of good nutrition as the foundation and cornerstone of health. So, what is significant about the introduction of word public in this context? Let us find out. You are already familiar with the definition of health given by WHO, that is World Health Organization. Okay, the concept of public health refers to collective action taken by society to protect and promote the health of whole population. In class 11th, you were introduced to the terms undernutrition and overnutrition. The mission in public health nutrition is to prevent both undernutrition and overnutrition and to maintain optimal nutritional status of the population. So come on the next slide. What is the significance? Why do we need to focus on the specific aspect in the field of nutrition? Malnutrition is the underlying cause of at least 50% of deaths of children under 5 years of age. The statistics of nutrition related problems in our country reveal an alarming situation. Almost one third of the infant born in India are low birth weight babies, that is, they weight less than 2500 gram or 2.5 kg. Low birth weight may have adverse effect throughout their growing years and may have an adverse implication even in adult life. Low birth weight may even lead to child mortality. There is widespread prevalence of growth retardation among preschoolers, that is from socioeconomically disadvantaged family, and almost half the children suffer from mild and moderate undernutrition. A large proportion of children and adults suffer from micronutrient deficiencies in varying degrees of severity. The micronutrients of most concern are iron, zinc, vitamin A, iodine, folic acid, and B12. Okay, the basic concept, what is public health nutrition? So you all have to the knowledge of what is public health. So come on the point. Public health nutrition is a field of study that is concerned with promotion of good health through prevention of nutrition related illnesses problem in the population and the government policies and programmers that are aimed at solving these problems. Public health nutritionist professionals use large-scale, organized and multidisciplinary approaches to solve the problems that affect the population, that is, large number of people for whom group action is necessary. Therefore, this field is multidisciplinary in nature and is built on the foundation of biological and social sciences. It differs from other fields of nutrition, example clinical nutrition and dietetics, because the professionals are required to address problems of the community, public, especially the vulnerable groups. Public nutrition is a special body of knowledge derived from the nutritional, biological, behavior, social and managerial science. So, nutrition problems in India. What are the main nutrition problems in India? It is important to know about the nutrition problem in our country. Let us discuss in brief. First is your protein energy malnutrition, PEM, can be found in every society, even in developed and industrialized country. Although the number are fewer in the latter as compared to developing countries, it is caused by inadequate food intake vis-a-vis the requirement, that is insufficient take of macronutrient, that is energy and protein. Children are at the greatest risk, although PM can occur in adults, especially the elderly, as well as in some disease. Example TB, AIDS. It is assessed by evaluating the anthropometric measurement, weight, height, head, chest, circumferences, etc. Severe undernutrition due to deficiency of food and energy is termed as marasmus, and that caused by protein deficiency is termed as kwashiorkor. Second is your micronutrient deficiency. If the diet is deficient in energy and protein content, it is also likely to contain inadequate amount of other nutrients, especially micronutrient with minerals and vitamins. The term hidden hunger is used to refer to micronutrient deficiency. The deficiencies of iron, vitamin A, iodine, zinc are of the major public health concern. In addition, there is growing concern about deficiency of vitamin B12, folic acid, calcium, vitamin D and riboflavin. Some micronutrient deficiencies of public health concern are described below. Example, first is iron deficiency anemia, that is we called IDA. It is the most common nutritional disorder in the world and is prevalent in both developed and developing countries. The vulnerable group are women and childbearing age, adolescent girls, pregnant women and school age children. Second is vitamin A deficiency, that is VAD. Vitamin A is necessary for maintenance of healthy epithelium, normal vision, growth and immunity. Deficiency of vitamin A result in night blindness, which progress to complete blindness if corrective measures are not taken. Last one is your iodine deficiency disorder, that is IDD. Iodine is required for normal mental and physical growth and development. IDD is an ecological phenomena largely due to deficiency of iodine in the soil. Some of the states of India where IDD is common are Jammu and Kashmir, to Arunachal Pradesh in the Himalayan belt, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Enlarged thyroid, known as goiter, is the most common manifestation of iodine deficiency. Iodine deficiency during pregnancy has several adverse effects, especially resulting in mental retardation and cognitive abnormalities of the fetus. Unfortunately, this effect is irreversible. IDD is estimated to affect about 13% of the world population and about 30% are at risk. Next is your strategies intervention to tackle nutritional problem. As our former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh stated in one of his speeches, the problem of malnutrition is a matter of national shame. I appeal to the nation to resolve and work hard to eradicate malnutrition in 5 years. There is a need to adopt a multidisciplinary approach to solve nutritional problems. Government is making considerably efforts to solve the problems. In 1993, Government of India adopted the National Nutrition Policy, that is we called NNP, which was framed by the Department of Women and Child Development. NNP advocate comprehensive, integrated and intersectoral strategy for alleviating the multifaceted problem of malnutrition and achieving the optimal state of health for the people. It involves direct short-term interventions such as Integrated Child Development Scheme, that is ICDS, to cover all vulnerable children in the age group of 0 to 6 years and all pregnant and lactating mothers. Fortification of essential foods, that is salt fortified with iodine. Production and popularization of low-cost nutritious food from indigenous and locally available raw material by involving women in the activity, and control of micronutrient deficiencies among vulnerable groups, namely deficiencies of iron, vitamin A, folic acid and iodine among children. Pregnant women are nursing mothers by supplementing these nutrients, distributing free tablet, etc. Indirect policy instruments include long-term strategies for achieving national goals through indirect institutional or structural changes, such as ensuring food security, that is improving availability of food. Second is improvement in dietary patterns by ensuring availability of nutrition-rich foods. And third is poverty alleviation for rural and urban poor through employment generation schemes and public distribution system. Implementing land reforms, improving health and family welfare, prevention of food adulteration, involvement of media, basic nutrition and knowledge, monitoring of nutrition program, improvement of status of women, education and literacy and community participation. So next is there are various strategies that can be used to combat public nutrition problems. They are broadly classified as: first is diet or food based strategy, second is your nutrition based approach or medicinal approach. First is diet or food based strategy. They are preventive and comprehensive strategies that use food as a tool to overcome nutritional deficiencies. They can play an important role in preventing micronutrient deficiencies by increasing the availability and consumption of micronutrient rich foods. Second is nutrient based or medicinal approach. In this approach, nutrient supplements are given to vulnerable groups, that is those who are at risk or deficiency and those who have deficiency. It is a short term strategy particularly used for vitamin A, iron and folic acid. Yeah. Supplementation programs are often expensive and there may be problems of coverage. Key target groups are different for various nutrients. So, let us enlist the nutritional program operating in our country. First is your ICDS. It is an outreach program for early child care and development. Second is Nutrient Deficiency Control Program, namely National Prophylaxis Program for prevention of blindness due to vitamin A deficiency, National Anemia Control Program, National Iodine Deficiency Disorder Control Program. Third is food supplementary programs like midday meal program. Fourth is food security programs, namely public distribution system, Anantyo Anna Yojana, Annapurna scheme, National Food for Work program, and self-employment and wage employment scheme. Next topic is your healthcare. Health is a fundamental human right. It is the responsibility of government to provide adequate health care to the citizens. Health care is not just medical care, but it includes a multitude of services that should help to promote, maintain, monitor, or restore health. In India, healthcare is provided at three levels. First is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary level is the first level of contact of individual, family, or community with the health system. In our country, these services are provided through a network of primary health centers, that is PSC. Second is your more complex health problem are resolved at the second level through district hospital and community health centers. Community health centers function at the first referral level. Tertiary is the third and highest level of healthcare. It deals with the more complex health problem that cannot be dealt with the first two levels. Institution at tertiary level are medical college hospital, regional hospitals, specialized hospital, and All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Next, what is the scope? The role of public nutritionist. Nutritionist is an important determinant of health. The changing health scenario globally has increased the challenges for public nutritionists. The public nutritionist, also called community nutritionist, who is well trained and equipped in key areas, is eminently suited to participate in all the strategy of health promotion and prevention. The key areas include nutritional science, nutritional needs in health and disease throughout the life cycle, nutritional assessment, nutritional care, food science, educational method, use of mass media and program management. A community nutritionist can work in the following areas situations. First is your as part of outreach programs undertaken by hospital for prevention and promotion and health, promotion and education. Second, as part of National Integrated Child Development Service at different levels based on qualification and expertise. Next is at the government level as consultants, advisor, or in policy making committees. In all development program of government, voluntary organization and international organization like UNICEF, Oxfam, DFID, FO, WHO, USAID, GAIN, Micronutrient Initiative, IFPRI, and others. Also, there are numerous national and regional organizations. They can be involved in organizations who undertake large-scale feeding program for various target groups such as young children, school children, adolescents, pregnant and lactating mother, elderly challenged individual. Nutritionist or school health counselor in school health program. So students, that's all for the today. These all we have discussed, that is they are all the scope of public nutritionist. Sorry. Okay, thank you.